Welcome back for another rendition of the Hit Squad. I'm Chad Range, he's Jesse Finney, and this is segment one brought to you by Shamrock Fighting Championships, pro MMA for over 15 years in St. Louis. And I tell you what, if you want to see tomorrow's UFC stars today, go check out a Shamrock Fighting Championships fight. We have plenty to talk about. I'm really excited for the Jon Jones, Alexander Gustafsson. I have not been this excited for a fight probably since the Silva Weidman. And still, I wasn't real hyped on that. And I will be hyped on round two, but I am excited to see Jon Jones again because he fought Chael Sonnen. It was a number 1 versus a number 9. Now we're going to get something good. We're going to get to that. But I tell you what, I want to touch on this very first. Floyd Mayweather, he does it again. 45-0, defeats Canelo Alvarez to move to 45-0. There was one judge who scored the fight a draw. I mean, I saw the judge, and I mean, it looked like it was utter domination.
It was utter domination, and I tell you, for the judge that thinks that he actually won, or it was a draw, come on, you know what? Give up your day job. I mean, stick to your day job because hopefully you're not refereeing or you're judging boxing because you suck. Okay, I mean, like realistically, you don't know what you're looking at. You're giving the boxing another black eye, and I tell you what, stick to what you know, and it's obviously not boxing.
Takes an indefinite leave, and he deserves that indefinite leave. I mean, come on. He just...
He's an indefinite leave to go count all of his money.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's unbelievable. From what I saw, again, Mayweather dominant. And I had, more than that, I have a lot of people from the streets really excited about that fight.
There was a ton of buzz about the fight. And I said this a long time ago, I hope that I want to see another champion for Floyd Mayweather to lose. A, because I don't like him, but B, also because it's great for boxing. It's great for boxing. We get somebody new in there, it's going to bring a new buzz. And you know what? If Mayweather wins, Mayweather
wins another, yeah.
If Canelo would have won, we'd be talking boxing this whole show. So,
right, it would have been a huge deal. But I mean, I like what Mayweather's doing. It's not one fight a year.
Right.
He's getting it out there. Right. And I hope here in 3 to 4 months we have another Mayweather fight.
I agree with you. I think it'd be good for boxing, and it's only going to keep people tuning in to Floyd to either to win or to lose. I mean, I tell you what, I bought the fight. I bought the fight simply so he would lose. I mean, that's my whole time I was hoping he was going to lose. I bought into the hype.
You contributed to that 41.5 million
before the pay-per-views,
right? And he doesn't his management company get, and then we're going to talk about his management. He gets a little off the pay-per-view as well. So yeah, Money Mayweather, he's earning that name. He did say he wants to take MMA management to the next level.
What does he mean by that?
That's what I'm interested in. Is what he needs to take to the next level is his social media management. Did you see on I think it was Pinterest? He hammered De La Hoya for being in rehab, and then it came out. Mayweather says, "Well, someone else was managing it." And they kind of slammed De La Hoya. So he's got to be careful what he does because he doesn't want people. He's already the bad guy.
He's already the bad guy.
So, I mean, it doesn't help. He's kind of hammering on poor Oscar, who's, in rehab. So I kind of thought that was a cheap shot. But he said, hey, I don't have anything to do with that. So maybe he needs to manage his social media accounts. But I don't know what the MMA thing, he's just wanting to get more money.
Well, I don't know if he wants to get more money. He wants to ruffle some feathers, and he might be bored in boxing. I mean, I tell you that. I think no matter what, if Floyd Mayweather gets involved, it's going to be good for the sport of mixed martial arts because it's going to elevate everybody's paydays. The UFC is going to sell more pay-per-views, which means they're going to pay the guys better. I mean, everything about it, I think, is good for the sport. Now, I hate Mayweather, but I also actually do think that he would be good for mixed martial arts. I mean, he's going to get the fighters paid more. Promotions are going to make more. At the end of the day, that's what he's called Money Mayweather.
Yeah, that is true. Do you think he wants to manage the fighters or the fights?
You never know. I mean, that might be a little roundabout in his little way. I mean, he's also saying something possibly if, hey, Dana White, you don't start paying the fighters better, I'll start managing them. And if not, then I'll start my own promotion. You never know. I mean, his tongue speaks money.
He's going after the giant there.
You never know. I mean, he says he's known Dana a long time and he gets along with Dana, but at the same time, I mean, money talks. I mean, the guy doesn't get along with his father. So I mean, you tell me.
I mean, I got to bring it up. Will him and Pacquiao ever fight?
Would you buy it?
Yeah,
I would too.
I mean,
I would
and I
too.
guarantee
I
you
would too.
people would, because I mean, like I said, I had friends who were like, I couldn't find the, I couldn't find the fight. I wanted to go see the fight. They said it wasn't on Buffalo Wild Wings or places like that. I didn't know if it was on at Lumiere. I said next time.
It actually was not.
Yeah. It seemed like it was hard to find. There wasn't a bar or anything, which is funny because a lot of these places do the UFCs, but nothing on the boxing.
True, and when was the last time you really heard some big buzz like this about boxing? I mean, I think it's actually, man, it's awesome because it actually brings back some life to the sport of boxing. It gets us talking about it, gets everyone else talking about it. Social media was buzzing about the fight on Saturday. Mixed martial arts websites were buzzing about the boxing. I think it's good. I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's good for the sport.
We're gonna switch gears here, though. Talk about some more pot shots being thrown. Jon Jones, I tell you what, he's taking on Alexander Gustafsson this Saturday, main event UFC. We talked about, we're excited about that. But boy, he's throwing punches before he's even in the ring at a couple people who he's not fighting yet. Daniel Cormier, got to read this quote.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is, I don't think Daniel Cormier deserves a big fight. I don't respect him as a person. I think fighting me would be a great opportunity of a lifetime for him. I don't think I have much to gain from beating Daniel Cormier because no one knows who he is, and he really hasn't proved much.
Who has a bigger name, Gustafsson or Daniel Cormier?
In my opinion, Cormier.
Everybody wants the opportunity to fight you, John. You're the champion.
Oh, absolutely.
At the end of the day, you're the champion. That's how everyone's going to make their name off of you. I think Daniel Cormier is a bigger name than Gustafsson, and I tell you this, and I've said this for a long time. Daniel Cormier is the biggest threat to Jon Jones. He can out-wrestle him at any time he wants. Both of their jiu-jitsu is on the same level. Jones' striking's better, but can he stop Daniel Cormier's takedowns? Or can he take Daniel Cormier, keep him off the cage? And more importantly, don't look past Gustafsson. Okay, I've said this, for a long time. Gustafsson is probably one of the more underrated guys out there. Do I think he's going to beat Jon Jones? I don't know. But I tell you what, it wouldn't surprise me in an upset win right here.
And you'll get segment 2 to see if Jesse thinks he'll beat Gustafsson, Jon Jones.
Taking our picks.
That one will go. But that wasn't the only one. And I tell you what, we've talked about this. You just touched on it. I want to reiterate. Wrestling dictates the fight. Daniel Cormier is a hell of a wrestler.
Oh, he's an Olympic level wrestler. I mean, he's the best. I don't know if he's the best wrestler in mixed martial arts right now, but might translate to mixed martial arts in the way that he can wrestle.
Guy's undefeated. I mean, more than
say no more.
I mean, say no more. He's had more than 10 fights and he's undefeated.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but I want to switch gears because, as we said, no one's hotter than Glover Teixeira.
Yeah, Glover Teixeira. We've been talking about this for the year and a half that we've been on now. So it's like, I mean, whatever. I don't know what it's been, but I mean, we've been saying Glover Teixeira forever. And I tell you something, man. He is the next big thing. He is the next big thing. I mean, he made Ryan Bader look bad. I mean, bad.
Well, Jon Jones took a swing at him as well. I thought he showed signs of being a high-level fighter.
Signs.
As if he's not already a high-level fighter. He's signs of possibly being. All right, the quote continues, I don't think he's ready to beat me, which, I mean, I can understand that. I mean, he's confident. I thought he showed signs of being punched hard by Bader that shows me where he's at. No matter what your excuse is, it still happened. If you're a seasoned vet and you said you allowed overconfidence to be your weakness, it's still a weakness, and you allowed it to happen in the first place.
I don't know if he's trying to be the bad guy here. Like, realistically.
He's taking one out of Chael Sonnen's playbook,
Hey, exactly. I don't know what the man's trying to do, but you're steadily making enemies, and you're steadily making guys want to train harder for you.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, like, at the end of the day, he's going to have to fight Glover Teixeira.
Yeah.
Okay. I would love to see him fight Cormier as well.
Oh.
I actually think Cormier would be a much harder matchup for him. I really do, matchup-wise. But, I mean, hey, man, maybe he's just trying to start. Maybe he's just crabby this week. You know what I mean? Like, maybe at the end of the day, he's just crabby.
He's trying to make that weight.
Right.
He's a little hungry, a little angry. Yeah, maybe that's
He's going to start slamming people.
Oh, my Lord. Yeah, so, but like you said, it's maybe he's hyping a fight.
Money.
Yep, maybe he's wanting to get paid, and I mean, a good way to do it is kind of get it out there now. But he did, I don't know what you call it, but bulletin board material on like Glover Teixeira. You know, you take that quote and you look at it every day.
Every morning.
That's right.
It's like Chris Weidman had on his refrigerator says, beat Anderson Silva. Every morning he'd look at it, beat Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
Beat Anderson Silva. Now here's Glover.
That's exactly right. Which you transition, perfect segue. Anderson Silva does not feel that super fights are good in the long term.
I completely disagree.
I
mean, who else are you going to fight?
How are they? Yeah, how are they not good?
I was just going to say that to you. Is how are they bad? I mean, like ultimately, how are they bad? Come on, man. They're what we all want. It's just like having Super Bowls in football are terrible.
Yeah, that's no
come
fun.
on, man. I mean, like, it's a super fight.
Right.
Come on. I mean, like, no, I completely disagree.
You nailed it. I mean, I would love to see Jones fight Cormier, Jones fight Glover Teixeira, but I tell you what, if Silva beats Weidman, I would love to see, Silva and Jones. That's that's the one. So I think, is he trying to maybe duck it, put it out there, and like put it more on the long?
It's the way it looks right here.
That's what I could read into.
You know what? You got everything you got to take with Anderson Silva. You have to take with a grain of salt. You don't know what his angle is. You don't know if he's messing with the media. You don't know if he's messing. Steven Seagal trains him. Really? I mean, that's like the big joke. He makes big jokes, and like over from Brazil, it's a big joke. Some people in the States, if you believe that Steven Seagal trains Anderson Silva, you're a moron.
You're not in touch.
Yes.
Oh, but okay. Well, Anderson Silva, boy, that UFC 168 card is going to be fantastic. I'm excited. Of course, you got Silva Weidman part 2. And then you have Rousey Tate, the Ultimate Fighter. It all comes to that. And now, Josh Barnett and Travis Brown.
That fight intrigues me.
Yeah.
I like that fight. I like that. That's a stacked card. Stacked card. I tell you, that is a great card. I would like to see how Weidman's going to do, because he's already been through all the hype and all the media and all the crap. I think that he's going to come out stronger than he did before. That fight was starting to trend towards Anderson Silva. So I mean, you look at that. I mean, that's interesting. I mean, that is a great card. The fight card of the year. I'm going to say it right now. November 16th.
November 16th.
November 16th. Just look it up. November 16th, Las Vegas, Nevada. The 170s are going at it again in the welterweight division. I've got it marked on my calendar. Told my wife, do not book anything for me November 16th. I am staying at the house, or I'm going to Lumiere Casino, and I'm watching the fights.
Absolutely. Well, we're predicting UFC 165 next on 101sports.com.